and suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from her eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She says you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. Holy shit, so much to unpack here.
This? But who this? This. I have to say it wrong on purpose, like just like this. Just like this. It's this. It's only this.
And welcome back to episode 35 of Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast, Faces Past, and I'm Homebound. Now, in the last the infamous episode 34, for reasons undisclosed, we have done some very serious and mature things, like we've helped all the prostitutes at the brothel, and then we have bought some...
Plane, concordant opposition, location, sigil, ward, clerks.
Nice, thank you.
Think, therefore I am.
Thank you. Nordum is just interrupting me hardcore. Other than that, we bought some funky new clothes for our succubus. So, but if you think that this is not a very serious and mature game, then you'll also learn that we've learned that the nature of our origin doesn't have to determine our fate, and we've learned that you should be nice to people working in customer service. Like the guy here who's gone. Now, in this episode, I promised you guys that I'm gonna go to the Foundry, which is not in this world, it's in the lower world, because we have the Godsman to deal with. But I have an issue that I've thought about what I was saying last time about having done everything in the Civic Festival, but that's not true. We haven't gone to the private sensoriums at all, and I think that's probably where we need to go. So I'm thinking I should probably do that before I go to the Godsman, just in case I want to swap my allegiances, the factions. Although I know that in the original Planescape Torment there was a glitch that allowed you to just keep using Sensate's stuff after you left them for another one. So we'll see if that's the case, but just in case it's not, I'm gonna try to finish up the Sensates. But before that, I'm going to go to the Modron Maze to grind some stuff to replace Anna's vest, so that we can have that out of the way, so that I don't have to remember about it a million times again. So...
as long as I am permitted, I suppose.
Well, you're not permitted. I don't trust you.
And guess what? It's daytime, and I have been busy at the Modron Maze. In fact, I got a couple level ups. I think Anna leveled up twice and Mort leveled up. Or not Anna. Fall from Grace. Maybe. Or, no, it was Dakan. I remember now. Dakan actually has some new spells to look at, and I haven't... Wait. Oh yeah, there it is. Another Force Missiles. We could do Balance of all... Yeah, we could do that. That was actually... I was missing that during the big battle with the mage. Doesn't matter. As you can see, I have built up my Manny again. My Jink. My Coppers. 14,000 at this point, so that's pretty good. It was just like a lot of rings, a lot of bracelets, a lot of earrings, but then mostly it was just a couple of these portal lenses, and then the con, please. But I've also got a lot of new items that are, I have to identify. I haven't looked at them yet. Maybe I will know them without stuff. I do actually. Mirror of Imagining creates 1 to 4 mirror images of self. So it's a mirror image. Can somebody else do it? Oh, you can do it? Yes. Then I got some bolts, acidic sponge, and fat. Oh, these I don't know. That's a shame. But these, of course, are for modernness. Oh, I am full of them. So I guess I'm gonna just wait around. Glittering lens I've already had. Empty scope, missing its lens. I'm not sure what that is. Another glittering lens. Oh no, those are different. Blue lens, not sure if I had that. Military pick. Oh, I already know this one. Yeah, so that's the same one as this one. So I thought it's like a unique item, but I guess it is not. So we'll use that in a battle next time. Okay, so I have a couple of things to identify. I think I'm gonna just drink another one of course I cannot drink them like that. That would be too easy. I have to go and drink them here. And then that's oh, that's something interesting. I've seen that. I haven't seen that. Minus what? And I'm not sure if I've seen that. And those are, what the hell? Minor artifacts. Kessek's teeth. The head of these enchanted bolts are made of bone and have two long fangs curving out from the center. The fangs take on a life of their own, beginning eating their way slowly and painfully. Kessek. Chieftain, Barrier Chieftain on the Outlands. Wait! Okay, never mind. I thought there was a card for a Barrier. There's a Barrier Warlord, so bam! There he is, but he's not Kessek. I don't think. The bolts of Kessek the Devourer can still be found scattered across the plains. It is said that for each victim the bolt claims, another bolt is born with the same hunger as the first. That's cool. So what does it do exactly? 4 to 8 piercing, and it's a tackle plus 4, so that's pretty decent. Right, I got some new lenses, I see, which is an interesting development. I'm using this one, which is +2 to damage, +2 to Thaco, and better critical hit chance, which, I'll be honest, that's a big difference, because I have been just critting everybody in the modern race when I was doing fighting. So maybe... So what is this one? Big armor class improvement, big armor class, big saving throws, big resistance. That's pretty... I'm gonna keep that. And these are just... Both of them are +2. I don't need them, right? Because this one is +2 plus more. This one is cursed, and then this one is +5 to hit. So that's, you know, better than these. It doesn't have a damage increase, but it has a -50 to lore, which is probably... Okay, the aquamarine lens of this scope is a drop of water of Oceanus. Yeah, the river Oceanus. The water... Bam! We've had it already. The water drop has been frozen with the reflection of the Elysium skies on its surface, giving anyone who looks through it the ability to see objects at an incredible distance. Okay, so that's a long scope. And then this. +1 to damage, +1. So this is +1, but also saves the spells +3 to lore. This powerful lens heightens the perceptions and the thoughts the wearer when worn. It grants the wearer enhanced dedication abilities, the knowledge of spell castings and how to thwart it, and also gives any missile attack greater range and damage. I think I'm gonna stick with the one that I have, but I'm most definitely keeping the stealth. I mean, let's keep this for now, and then these ones are just gonna go to my room when I get to my room. Look, this one looks like the same. I could have been tricked easily. What else? What else? Give that back to the con. What else did I get? I got a bunch of dirty rat charms back, so I built up my collection. And I think that's pretty much it. But I was mostly there for the jink. So let's go and buy a little bit of clothes for Anna. I had a question, Ness. What sort of medical clothes do you have available? I'd like to see what you have offered. I have to offer all the same. Okay, so we're doing this one, right? So that's a big armor class improvement, and then Thaco +1, because this one is not that exciting. Bye. There, and I still am at 10,000. So, is this gonna be really that colorful?
Ready.
You look pretty much the same.
Get your mitts off, you dirty wee rat.
Yes. So your AC is -7 now. Well, the con is at -9 because the con's a beast, but that means that she can do some good things too. What is her? 2 attacks per round. How many attacks do you have? Also 2 attacks per round. What is your 2 hits, 3 damage +3? Well, that's not. I mean, this guy's +7, +11. What are you doing? You're also a fighter. Proficiencies with fists, and those are not weapons. And those are fists. Oh, but you're not using the... Oh, you're using the defensive ones. So that's just -5, but then... Okay. And then it's better to Thaco. So now that should be a much better. +5, +3. Well, that's not that much better, but that's okay.
I hear your word.
Okay, let's now go back to the sensates. Let's deal with the last of the sensorium business, so that we can leave all of that behind. We talked to everybody here. Well, we haven't found the head of Mertwin the Headless. It's not even in the quest time, like quest thing, so that's weird, isn't it? But we have talked to everybody who has names already, I believe, right? Just gonna triple check, like this room. Yeah, Kusai is here. Okay, maybe his head is in the sensorium, the public or the private sensorium. Let's talk to Splinter. And Splinter regards you coolly as ever as you approach. We welcome you once more to the Civic Hall, traveler. How may we help you? How can you help me? Yeah. Show me to the sensoriums. Take me to the private sensorium. There we go. And I'm just looking if there is anybody with names. Quell is the name. And is that it? That is the whole business. Wow. Any secrets? Probably not. Want to talk to Quell first? Actually, let's talk to this girl. Hello? This person turns as you interrupt them, nodding a polite greeting. Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. If you don't mind, farewell. They give a polite half bow and make to continue about their business. Yeah, I think that's probably gonna be... Oh, but there is a secret. That's empty. Okay, Quell. Come back, dude. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy, white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you. The man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said greetings! The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put into his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minorosian candies be damned, he cries. Minoros is in Bator. Is a third layer, maybe? Something like that. Bam, Minoros, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls on you. What? I had questions about you. He pops up a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle, babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering? The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. My question? It was so tasty, too, he mewls. He suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place! Proper place! You know what? I'll do it. Snatch up the mage's candy and eat it. You snatch up the candy and pop it into your mouth. It tastes sweet and tangy. The mage's jaw drops. My delectably scrumptious Bytopian fruit candy! Bytopia? I think we had Bytopia. But bam. Bam. That was good. Can I have another? Another one? Another one? Of all the raw, blistering nerve, what makes you think you deserve another candy, you unmannerly, churlish dullard? Forget it. I shall. Forgotten it is, you scabrous, rot-brained clatter-trap. No, farewell, but I had some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pignut. His eyes bulge out, he jabs his finger at you. I think there's something missing in this sentence. Now off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift! He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone! I know, it's the imp... chocolate closet, right? I don't have it on me, I don't think. That's trash. I didn't buy the chocolate closet. I didn't know why would I need it. I guess I know why would I need it. But that's... Well, maybe we can finish it today, but there's still 3 more sensory stones. So maybe at least 3 more sensations. Let's see. Yeah, probably only 3. The base of this aquatic blue stone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down from the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. Begin the sensation. As you place your hands upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms like plunging your hands into mountain stream. Close your eyes. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. Wipe away your tears. You raise your hands to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate, woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewel shimmering in the lights. Turn to examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey. Yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes, sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and he must have thought you afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear, the serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks in streams, his words echoing. Only you, only you, only you, only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those lost features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for... Only you can help me, Deonara, but it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. Okay, so it's a Deonara's memory, and she's remembering me, the nameless one. You speak, Deonara, yet it is you, grey-skinned like a statue, striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos, horrible, yet you see through Deonara's eyes, and she sees. How can she see you in such a way? She puts on a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing, light, for how can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself, hold on to the experience. You feel your vision tearing, doubling, until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Deonara's experience, but at the same time, it is also yours. And you... What? I ask too much of you to accompany me, Deonara. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who are you, that person, that man twisting her with your words? Not knowing how powerful they are to her, like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to echo? I have come to ask your forgiveness, Deonara. I shall return for you as soon as I am able. Your vision tears again, doubling and bleeding until you are facing yourself again, trying desperately to speak, to warn Deonara that this is not a man, but a creature that kills for his own needs. He doesn't care about you. Deonara, you are a tool to him, a tool he needs to... But Deonara speaks, and you cannot stop her. I would place myself in 1,000 dangers, embrace eternity for you, my love. I am not afraid. Listen to me. I will accompany you, though the plains themselves should bar... Tear yourself. Yeah, that's... Should the plains themselves should bar the way. You feel yourself shattering, relief and satisfaction, his satisfaction at her words. Knowing she would say them, always knowing, and her admission of love is like the slamming of particulates across your heart. Trapped, she is yours. But you must be certain, so you drive the nail home. The way is dangerous. You'll have to be strong, far stronger than you are now. Swimming through her mind, relief, the wave of relief, and the end of longing, yet longing for him, more at his words, not noticing his manipulations. All you need to be is strong, and his path shall be as one with yours. Your thoughts are like fires, for you can be strong, stronger than he knows. You know no fear. You would die for him. I can be strong, my love. I will. Her words slide off of him like water. The serpent in her breasts, the one piercing her heart with its poison, has been replaced by the serpent in the flesh. She sees nothing of this, and his next words are planned carefully, so carefully. I can't say if we'll succeed, Deonara, but I will do my best to protect you, and I will expect nothing less of the same from you. You? You may be required to make some sacrifices. At that final terrible word, you feel yourself being torn apart. He means her harm. He means you harm, for you are her. And he means to hurt her, yet you need her to be harmed. And you want to scream at her that she's in danger. Run, Dayanara, run! For his eyes unmake all things. And, of course, my love, life is sacrifice. 'Tis I have learned. You see her, you speak the words, and in it you feel yourself dying inside. You are a spectator, and you have watched a woman die, for the words are a death sentence. Yet still she speaks, unheeding, uncaring. I left a legacy in my father's keeping, my love. Ask for the 6, the 3rd, the K, and the S in it. I bequeath everything to you. It is not much, but with it I left him. A wave of irritation washes over you. You clench your teeth to prevent the irritation from crossing your features. Must she always continue to prattle, even when you do not prompt her? Must she? But no, keep the irritation inside. Only trace slips out. Come now, I cannot die, Dayanara. There is no need for such foolishness. She is overcome with fear that revolts you, and the fear wells up inside her. As you watch him frown and you hasten to correct him, he must know the reasons and know the wisdom behind them, so he is impressed with your planning. Speak before he turns away. I know I often act foolishly, my love, but you said yourself that you can forget things if you are badly hurt. There are things in the legacy that should help you remember should you forget yourself. You coldly regard her through her eyes, tracing your gaze along her furrowed brow, wrinkled with worry, desperation. She has acted as you expected, yet there is something in what she says. Perhaps, yet I hope nothing in this legacy is of value. I do not want you to leave any things here, in some safe that could be of some use on our journey. Her illusion is shattered, just for a moment. You watch silent as the emotions fall to the ground, splintering like silvered glass. Of some use. Such a casual statement, yet even Dayanara sees, and you hope, for a moment you hope that she sees him for what he is, the serpent. And your hope dies, as in Dayanara's eyes the emotion is rebuilt. The silvers being drawn from the ground, the illusion rebuilt, but the sight silver of pain remains. He thinks you have done something foolish, yet you did it for him. You must make amends, but how? You must convince him the legacy is unimportant. But it isn't, it is everything. The legacy, my love. It just has a few things to help you remember. The scythe of words fall on Dayanara, so quick, so sharp, you cannot follow its arcing path. A legacy! The thing you do, Dayanara. Such romantic gestures. No matter. No, Dayanara, you have driven him away again. Like you did the night before. You feel the serpent stirring again, reborn, curling around your heart. There is the softest of hisses, yet he does not hear. Would you wish to have a legacy, my love? For yourself, or for anyone you would want to? It might help you remember for you if you left something for yourself, or the ones you loved. The word scythe falls again, terrible and swift, yet this time the illusion holds, and the serpent is cloaked. The serpent is cunning, and it shall not reveal itself until it strikes. A legacy for ourselves. Not likely. The thing I would leave for myself would not be safe in some advocate's office, Dayanara. But enough of this, I must leave. He's leaving. You must make him remain. And the experience swirls around you, terrible, the spiraling towards the final scene. The question she want to ask. Don't ask it, Dayanara. Don't ask it. Be silent, be silent. My love, before you go. His anger, his irritation. What now, girl? What now, you mewling banshee? Before I go? It looks like I'm in no danger of that. Come, Dayanara. Can't these questions wait for the morn? There's much... She's desperate, drowning. Say it, and you speak it. Do you want me to come with you, my love? The rush of emotion dies in your mind. This is the end. The words you are about to speak are true, but the truth is not the truth she sees. There are no lies, only cold calculations. Of course, he wants you to come with him, Deonara. You understand it clearly, too clearly. He has invested too much in the poor girl to let her go. Of course, Deonara. I would not have asked you to come with me if I did not want your company. You know how I feel about you. There's cold silence in his mind, then a hissing of a thought. A response, sharp, deadly, like a dagger blade. The lie comes swiftly, unburdened by emotion. I love you, Deonara. And you want to scream, as you feel the lie wash over her like a radiance, but it is a shadow of truth, a serpent's kiss, and he means you harm, and she can't see you. Want to call out, but she is crying with joy, even as cry with joy, with frustration, with joy, with despair. The emotions washes over you like you're drowning, and you need to speak. You long to speak, but you cannot, and that's it. And you scream as you tear your hands from the stone, bloody tears rushing from your eyes, running in streams down your arms, your hands to coat the stone, her blood, and you can't warn her, and you can't stop crying. Fall from grace. And suddenly Fall from Grace is there, and her touch is gentle like silk, and she brushes the tears from her eyes, even as you feel the screams welling up within you. She shhs you, cradling your face through your bloody tears. I can't bear it. I couldn't stop her. I wanted to, but I couldn't do anything. Fall from Grace looks into your eyes, and she nods sadly in understanding. And that is the nature of longing. The desire for that which you cannot change or possess. She studies you, withdrawing her hand, now soaked in your blood. Will you be alright? Yes, I just need a moment. Very well. Fall from Grace steps back. We'll continue when you're ready. Take a breath. Try to collect your thoughts. As much as you want to hurl the memory of the experience from you, you hold it fast, because you know it's important to remember it. It was you in that experience, it was Deonara's experience. But because it was you, your memories flooded you, and you could feel both sides at once. Who were you? Who was that shade of you? Turn from the stone and leave. And also, holy shit, so much to unpack here. This is my dead love from the beginning, who I met in the mortuary as a ghost. And obviously, it's a past incarnation of myself who was an extremely abusive partner who kept lying and manipulating her. And we just saw that through her eyes, which, for my guy, who's a good guy, it's a very, very harrowing experience, I can imagine. But also, where is the dialogue? Dialogue bar, dialogue window. I want to go back. Not that far. There is a thing I want to take a notes just in case I can figure out what it actually means. There was a code in the memory. I found it. Ask for the 6th. Okay. Ask for the 6th, the 3rd, the K, and the S in it. Yep. So I'm wondering if that's like the bronze sphere or the dodecahedron. I'm not sure. Let's figure it out. Examine the sphere. Put the sphere away. Okay, so not. What is the dodecahedron actually? This heavy dodecahedron, about the size of both your fists balled together, seems inexplicably familiar to you. Attention, examine the dodecahedron. It's a puzzle box. 5 possible positions. Oh god. A puzzle box or combination lock. Each of the pentagonal plates has 5 possible positions. The dodecahedron has no less than 244,140,625 settings. fiddle with it for a bit. Oh. As you methodically twist the cold grey facets of the dodecahedron, a straight sensations form at the base of your skull. Your hands seem to move on their own accord, turning the object and spinning its facets with mechanical precision. You've done this before. You know the combination. You knew the combination once, and you also become aware that there's a certain danger within the object. Whether it's from simple traps or something less mundane, though, you cannot tell. Keep working. In the moment you have what might be the first 4 sides locked into the proper places, as you begin to twist the 5th side of the dodecahedron, you recall a cunning blade trap that would snap out to lash at the meddler's hands, slashing their wrists and severing fingers. You avoid the trap with the proper numbers of rotations, certain that you have made progress in the unraveling of the object's secret. After avoiding the dodecahedron's springing blades, you slowly puzzle out the next series of facets positions. As you try to turn the 9th side of the dodecahedron, you suddenly remember a second trap, a jet of toxic gas that would form a billowing cloud of lethal corrosive vapor around the curious meddler. You circumvent the trap with the correct amount of twists, positive that you've nearly unlocked the dodecahedron. You circumvent the dodecahedron's poisonous gas trap and begin to work on the final facet's position. Just as you're locking the 12th pentagon into place, you recollect sorcerous runes hidden behind the dodecahedron, hidden within the dodecahedron that would blast the unwitting holder with bolts of magical lightning. After disarming the traps with the correct number of facets rotations, the dodecahedron clicks and begins to open in your hands. The dodecahedron splits once, twice, and eventually unfolds itself into a perfectly rectangular tablet the size of a large book. Etched into its surface are a series of bizarre symbols. It looks to be a code or language that you feel should be familiar to you, but it's not. Further examinations of the tablet reveals that by twisting the pentagonal facets that are now upon the underside of the tablet, different pages may be displayed across the tablet's face. You finally realize that the dodecahedron is some sort of journal. Okay.
Updated my journal.
You did update your journal, so now I have a dodecahedron, which is a journal. So that's not the code 6th, 3rd, K, and S. What does it mean? I mean, so it's not... Okay.
Yes? What did you wish?
You teach at a language school. Can I talk to you?
Yes?
Can you tell me... No. You cannot tell me. Oh man. That was... I think I'm gonna have to finish the episode. Because that's took a long dang time. I got one done out of the 3. Hopefully next time I just do 2 and I'm done with Fast Haul. But for now, let's get to the Powers and Proxies number 2 unboxing.
So welcome back to another unboxing. Tonight we're unboxing Powers and Proxies. Right there, Powers, we can see it shaking up and down, yeah. Unboxing Powers and Proxies number 2. So last week, as you can see, I've changed my setup entirely again, and I'm doing 2 recordings here in a row today, so we're gonna see the setup twice. I'm gonna see how it works. I got rid of Shitty Cam. It was cool putting it back and forth, but also it looks really bad. The Shitty Cam looks really bad. The quality of it sucks. I think this is just gonna be a better setup. I have a more space to move around. I could wave my arms like a maniac, so that's all good. Powers and Proxies. Last time we only got 2 new cards, but I have also mentioned, after doing a lot of brain science and not being able to read, that I just don't have that many cards that I don't have from Powers and Proxies. Mostly Warlords and Fates. So that's what I'm hoping for. More Warlords, more Fates. I'm also sitting away from the computer so that I don't even have my spreadsheet. So I'm back with my trusty binders. And as you can see, I have arranged the cards in them very sparingly because I have a system, so they're not just clumped together and they don't really look very nice at this moment when I have all of them. And I will have all of them. So I'm gonna give you the tour of the of the things later. For now, Open Powers and Proxies. Number 2. Let's take a look if we can do this nicely and close. Oh, this one is going to be a problem again. Already sense. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it will be a nice. Oh, yeah, it's nice. Still unopened after all these years, and it's coming out now. I don't have a place. Right. So again, I got 2 piles, and this time I haven't seen any of them. So that's good. I have one that is smaller, one that is larger, so I'm assuming the larger is the more common, so I'm going to start with them. I'm going to first show it to you again, because I guess that's what I'm doing. But now that I have shitty cams, so I'm going to look at it. And this is Re-enlistment Orders. So it's a fate card, so that's good. And it is the player may inflict up to 3 battle hands of his choice. And then you draw RR to see how much it is. I don't think I have re-enlistments. They're not here. They're gonna be here, don't they? Orders. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be completely wrong. I rearranged them recently, with fates. Which fates go where? Yep, I probably have it wrong. I probably have it in the white one. Spells, normal spells, death book spells, and orders. There it is. Re-enlistments is here. Damn it, I thought it's not. I have again, I have ones that are not dead booked, and it wasn't here. But then on the other page, I have the dead booked one, and I do have it. I do have it, but it's a very good card. So yeah, it's good. Card number 2 is Wastric Dictator. How many times can I get Wastric Dictator? I got so many of them at this point. This is the funniest thing, because I have this exact card as like a template for all these cards popping up in the video when they go and they slowly rotate. That's the card I have a template. It's like in my default template. That's the card that pops up, and I didn't have it when I did it, and now it just keeps popping up. Which again is good, because like I said exactly last time, it's not unique, so I can stack my deck with them and have them consistently, consistent strategies. Number 3 is this. But who this? It's a second layer of battle. It's a battlefield, and I am not entirely sure. I know that I'm missing a bunch of. I think I have it. I'm pretty certain, and I will just be grabbing the wrong one every time. I think I have it. I will be making sure, and I do have it. But it's nice. I always like to get. I like to have the layers that I don't have, but this is also okay. Card number 4 is Proxy of Law. I've got like a billion of them. I know that's not even. I have a separate, like a place in my binders just for the proxies. Then I got Minoros. Hey, I just talked about Minoros in the episode, and I had this card pop up. Of course, I do have it, but it is another layer of battle, just like this. This. I have to say it wrong on purpose, like just like this. Just like this. I just looked at this guy. This guy. Segoyan Earthcaller is a gnome god, and I am not at all sure if I have him, but I will see. It's a neutral good god. Neutral good is neutral good. I got him. Yeah, he's right here. So I do have him already. But see, I don't remember him at all. And this one, I lost count. Is it 6? Emissary of Law. So the proxies and emissaries, got a bunch of them. But this one, the attached legion becomes an acolyte of any lawful warlord. So we had emissary of evil and good last time. So now we have law. There's probably chaos in there somewhere. And I just looked at it, and it's proxy of evil. So again, something I have a lot of. This one, I mean, proxies are kind of cool because they give you like upgrades to combat powers, which can be very interesting things. Yeah, because drawing this card get RR to the CS, so that's. And for Horde, like this is actually amazing. If I have a lot of them and a Horde, and I have a Horde of bats because I got a ton of bats. They're all 2, but then I have a bunch of proxies of evil also, and I just play them with the every one of these dudes, and they all get RR, and they all get turned into like 7s and whatever. That's a pretty good setup actually. I have to think about this. And the last card on the one of the little bitty bobs. It's this. It's only this. Second this. I got 3 layers of batter. 2 of them were the same, and all 3 I got. Okay, let's take a look at these nicer cards. I hope these are the nicer cards. If these are the trash cards, then Cavalry Rescue. It's an orders. This card allows a warlord not involved in combat challenge to add his legions to another warlord's battle. That's a pretty good card, and I don't think I have it. I actually think I have it, but I'm not at all. Yes, I do have it. Of course I have it. I mean, what else? What else could have happened? I of course have it. And then we got Bast. It's the cat goddess, chaotic good. She's pretty okay as a card. I have a couple of them. Actually, one of them I have is actually damaged. I have a card that I purchased on the internet, and it has a hole punched through it. I might show you next time, or sometime in the future. Then there's this. This is Flandel Steelskin. It's another Avatar Gnome God. We just opened on them. Neutral good. And I have them. They're right next to each other with the previous one. So I got all of them are old cards for me. Proxy of Law number 2. Yep, so that replaced Diplomat to 2 additional hit. That I'm complaining about these cards, but these cards are amazing actually. I'd love to have more of them if I can, because they really make the decks stronger. And then this is Baldur. I have Baldur, God of Charisma. Right, I do have Baldur. It's also neutral good. It's just like neutral. Yeah, I have Baldur. And the last one. So this is something good, I reckon, right? It's Artemis. I already have Artemis. I got all of them. Hey, every single one of them I got. But Artemis is nice. She is an Olympian avatar, but she is unique, of course, right? Goddess of the Hunt. She has a realm power, which I could use because I got Olympus. Force 1 discarder to fall all warlords, or some warlords. 1 foe. That's actually bad. That's pretty bad. Okay. That's it for this unboxing. I'm just gonna stop the recording and restart it again to do another unboxing of another Powers and Proxies, which is somewhere. Yeah, no, that's Fractals. That's Powers and Proxies. I'm just gonna do this one in a moment, in a week for you. But I don't have high hopes for this. I'll be honest. I have no doubt about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.